Hello and welcome back to the channel. I'm Matt, this is my T4, and today we're going to be getting the intercooler out and we're going to clean it. So what we're going to do is we're going to get the intercooler off and we're going to clean it all out. So this is, you can make it an all-day job or you can do it in an hour. We have the intercooler, which the intercooler, if you don't know, it cools the air from the turbo, so it goes back into the intake nice and cool. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to get that intercooler off, and the first step is to actually, if you can see, is to clean out all in here. So that's the first step that we're going to do to cleaning the intercooler, to getting a nice cooler air coming through, because obviously when you're stationary the turbo's not running anyway, but yes, you're going to get heat soaked. But when you're moving and you've got that cold air coming in, you can see in the bonnet there's all those scoops which suck the cold air in. So that's the plan of action. We're going to get the intercooler off, we're going to clean all those fins out, and then step 2 will be to flush all the inside of the intercooler out, because obviously with a turbo, you may, on the exit side on the valve, there may be oil coming through. You know, depends on how old it is, how worn your turbo is, but also you're still going to be getting vapor, oil vapor coming through. So there will be a build-up of oil inside your intercooler anyway, purely because of vapor build-up from the oil. And that's why, you know, some people have catch cans, oil catch cans on their breathers, so that they can sort of like take out all that oil evaporation. And anyway, yeah, we're not doing any of that. We're just going to get the intercooler out and get it all nice and clean. So yeah, step 1, get it all out. Yeah, as a tip, if you don't know how to take these connections off, these terminals, all right, push the plug further on and then pull that down and the plug comes off nice and easy. I found so many of these broken clips on VWs, it's unbelievable. So many broken ones. Yeah, I mean there's, yeah, look, just in there, that's a lot of oil getting through. So of course the oil getting into here, it's not going to help cool down that air at all. You know, if anything, having oil in there is going to have an adverse effect from cooling, and instead it's just going to keep the air nice and warm. So it all needs cleaning. All the pipes will need to come off, everything will need to be cleaned again. The sun's up there. What happens if we look through? It's just full of dirt. Full of dirt, and those damaged bits on there, you can see them damaged bits. Those damaged fins, I'll show you how we repair them. It's nice and easy. I've already repaired a few of them. Yeah, you can see I've got some broken ones and damaged ones, but this bottom half, I just went ahead and fixed it all. You can see there's some, those areas were really bad, really badly damaged. Yeah, I'll clean all of this out first. I'm going to get the air compressor as well and blow some air through there, and we can show you how dirty it gets. So I've got the tweezers here. I'm just straightening them out just as much as I can, trying to get an even gap. But I mean, doing all of this is going to be pointless if I don't actually go ahead and do stage 2 and clean all the internals as well. So all the inside is definitely going to have to be cleaned out again. So we'll clean all of that out in a moment. But I'm going to go ahead, finish off doing all of these, I'm not sure if the other side needs doing or not. Usually it's just this front side from stones that come through, because stones do get sucked through. Yeah, no, we can see there is a few damaged, oh, there's some damaged ones down the bottom there as well. But yeah, I'm just going to go through, straighten all of these up, which will obviously help with the airflow, and then we'll clean all of the inside out. So I've gone ahead now and I've straightened as many of these out as I can. Yeah, it doesn't have to be perfect, but the better you can do it, then the better it's going to be. I mean, like I said, you know, you can spend as long as you want or as little as you want on it. It's going to help. Right, so now I've already taken the metal tray out. So if we go out here, get the air compressor. I mean, if you don't have an air compressor, you can buy little cans of compressed air and just blow it through. Right, so we've actually cleaned all of the bugs out, all the stones. There was loads of stones in there, surprisingly how many were in there. I was hoping to use this tray to kind of collect all the dirt so I could show you how much it was, but I didn't really think about it too much, did I, using the air compressor and trying to collect the dirt like that. What a dickhead, that's clearly not going to work. So next step, what I'm going to do is, because there is still some dirt in there that you really can't get to, even using the smallest file on my nozzle cleaners, even that's really struggling to clean it all out. And using my nozzle cleaners, you're going to be there all day doing every single one. I made it start in one corner, got like about that far and went, nah, that's too long. So what I'm going to do is, I've got the old brake cleaner out, put some brake cleaner in here, and we're just going to blast some brake cleaner through, try and loosen up some of that dirt. Right, well that is that all cleaned up now. It's going to need going round again. I'll go around with some plastic trim cleaner to polish it all up so it looks all good. But that has cleaned it up quite well. So there you go, that's stage one to getting cooler air into your intake from your turbo. Stage two now will be to clean out all these internals and to put it into, I mean, you can go as far as putting it in and soaking it actually in a tub of some degreaser or something like that to break down the oil that's inside. Or you can just do what I'm going to do, just block up one end. We'll take this off, block it up, block this up, and then we'll just fill it up with some diesel, which will break down all the oil inside. Rinse it around, empty it all out, and then we've got to make sure that it's all nice and dry and there's no fluids inside before we then reinstall it. However, I'm not doing stage two today because I want to go to VW Action this weekend. So usually if you're going to do this and you're going to actually clean all the inside out, you know, you want to make sure that you leave enough time with the vehicle being off the road so that it actually dries out properly. If you're going to be using any waters to clean any of the chemicals out that you use, yeah, you don't want to be putting it back in when it's wet, so you want to make sure it's thoroughly dry on the inside. Right, but for me, I'm going to be putting this back in. Right, so that is the intercooler. It's all back in now. It should actually make a massive difference just doing that and just cleaning out all the crap that's actually stuck in all those little fins. We straightened all those broken fins out. There is a little bit of corrosion on there. I'm done for now. It's all back on so that I can use it for the weekend. When we get back, we will actually have a look at cleaning all the internals and soaking it in a bucket. So I've actually got, if I just show you here, that metal tray, which has got all sorts of random stuff in. That tray is actually going to be used to soak everything in. Right, anyway, I'm going to call it a day and look out for part 2, which will be after VW action, but then you're not going to see this until after VW action anyway. All right, take care, stay safe, and God bless.